Alright guys, this is Jesus the Toolman here. I tried making a video a couple days ago about extension cord adapters. Not adapters, the replacement for the actual plugs. So the story is, I was mowing my lawn last Sunday to be exact. And actually my lawnmower was broken, which I have another ghetto video to show you guys about. But I clipped on the clips to hold like stuff together. And I turned it on and it was going. I looked away for a second and I accidentally ran over my extension cord. Therefore, I cut my extension cord in half. Right now, this is the short end of my extension cord, which is not bad. It's about maybe 20 feet, a little more than 20 feet. So I was actually not upset because I wanted a smaller extension cord for doing smaller things, not having to carry that big ass extension cord around. So initially in the first video I did, which I didn't post up because I just butchered it and something just fell. Whatever. Oh, my table. Nah. I have one of those plastic foldable chairs. I was leaning against the wall and I guess it just fell down, but it's fine. So initially in the video, I was going to show you the difference between this type of adapter, which is the one you screw on, and then the one you twist off, which I actually ended up finishing that video. I might post it, clip it onto this one or whatnot, but whatever. And in the part of the video too, I showed that I bought the wrong one. This is a 2-prong without the ground, and the other one was with the ground. For this particular scenario, I don't need the one with the ground, so I'm just gonna use this one, okay? Because this does have a ground, but I don't really need a ground for what I'm gonna use this for. It's for a weed eater, and for I think it's a shop vac and light. My shop vac does not have. No, it doesn't. my mini shop vac does not have 3 prongs. Only has 2. So in the video I told you, like, okay, the first thing I gotta do is put this in here. And so this is a pain in the butt because if you look in the inside, there's a little grommet in there, which is a weatherproofing. That sucks. So I'm gonna start all over again. I'm gonna cut all these suckers off. Cut them off. Stick them through. First thing you gotta do is this, because if you don't do this, you're gonna be like an idiot like me and set this up and then forget, like, oh crap, I forgot to put this in there first. So let's do that, okay? That goes in there first. By the way, this one already has a chopped up end, and this one actually happened because my dog chewed it up and ate it, so I put this on it. By the way, another thing I wanted to mention, that these, I don't like them for the male end. I like them only for the female end. The reason being is that this thing, this one, tends to be extremely bulky. Well, it is extremely bulky compared to the other one, which I don't have currently with me. So if you have one of those outdoor outlets with the little flap, the little weatherproofing flap where it just makes it waterproof, once you open the flap, it doesn't fit in there correctly, so you have a little bit of a tightness. And I've actually broken mine a couple times. Actually, I replaced it twice already. Broken it off because I got pissed off and I just used it, plugged it in. So yeah, I don't recommend this for the female end, but I ended up buying this just for the sake of the video, even though I bought the wrong one because I wanted the 3 prongs just because this was 3 prongs, but I ended up buying wrong. Okay, in the 3-prong, you have 3 of these. Obviously, you have a gold one, a silver one, and a green one. The green one is actually the ground. The gold one is actually positive, which is the red wire. I'm sorry, the black wire. And then the silver one, which is not here, obviously, is the negative or the neutral. Better say. Right. So first comes first. Let's cut this out. I'm using my splicing / stripper tool by Commercial Electrician from Home Depot, and I'm using my 6-in-1 screwdriver, which I think I'm missing. Yep, I'm missing one piece on it. Yeah, this one's actually on my power drive because I needed a quick adapter. So this one has flatheads. Yeah, it has a flathead. So this one has it's a 6-in-1. It has 2 sockets and then 4 types of heads. So I'll put this on my face a little bit better. Oh, yeah, that just happened. Alright, so let's strip this out real quick. I actually have a stripper that's made to strip wires. I just don't know what the hell it is. It's in one of my tool bags. Now for this one, I'm just going to leave the neutral down so it floats in there, because I might change it later on in the future. But for the sake of this cable for now, I don't need it to be 3 prongs or have a ground. So again, I love these ends when it's for a female. For a male, I hate these ends. But I bought it for the video, and I should have bought it backwards. But again, I didn't, because I'm just a smart cookie. Smart cookie, like the guy that ran over his freaking lawnmower. So what I usually do is, not run over his cable with his lawnmower, I bend these at a little bit angle. So then what I can do is I can go around through this little loop thingy. Actually, I make it a little bit looper like that. And then just pull them through. Because if you just stick them in there and tighten them, yes, it'll work. But once you pull some tension onto this cable, it's not going to work. So, yeah, see, I hate doing it this way. I usually take all this crap off and then do it again. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to just do it the other way around. So, make it really nice and then bend it up a little bit. I think I actually made this a little too short, but it's okay. There's another video that I'm going to make, which is me making what I call a power grid. I know it's not a power grid. I call it a power grid. Don't ask me why I call it a power grid. It's actually an extender cord, just like one of these. And what I do is I take a metal box for new construction metal box for outlets. I get one that holds 6. And what I do is I make my version of a multiple connector, and then I put at the end of it a mini outlet breaker. So that way, if I do trip it, I don't trip it at the actual point of power. So I trip it at the actual cable. So basically, I'm making my own circuit breaker on the cable. Like you have one of those extension cords you wind up. I actually have one, which is a green one, which I bought on Groupons, which is pretty good. But I made my own because it was just so much nicer. And yes, it's very pretty when it's nice and green, but mine works so much better. And there's no like, oh, reset button. No, just flip it on and off and you're good to go. And it actually holds a lot more amperage than the actual one you buy in the store. Because again, you can choose whatever amperage you want. I tend to do 20 amps. Because most tools run at 15 to 20. And for some reason making this a hell of a tight fit for this cable. Don't know why. And this is sloppy. I'm actually going to post the other video. It's garbage, but I'm going to post it anyway. So you guys can see the horribleness I did. So in this case, it's this side actually looks like crap, but it's okay. For the time being, it'll hold up. So there you go. Where is it? There you go. This one looks like crap, but it's okay. It'll work. And then this one I'm just going to tuck inside and put this through. Now the reason why I like these, because these are decently resistant to the weather. And that's why I like it for the female end, because the female end usually is the one lying on the ground, whereas the male end is attached to the wall. But I think I just said that backwards. I don't like the male ends. I don't like the female. Yeah, I don't like the male ends. That's why I got the female ends. But I bought them backwards like an idiot. It's a little bit sometimes trickier to find exactly how they go. basically you just turn the screws in. You don't have to turn them that tight. It'll tighten by itself. That's why it tightens on the go, and you're good to go. Now, the one you have to do real tight is this one, because this is basically what's called the. Ooh. I don't know what it's called actually. I call it the guard, the cable guard, because it helps the cable. So you don't tend and pull it out of its socket. Alright, so tighten it up and then you go. And always do that, because if you look at this one I did on the Rush, and it's ugly, and I had one cable super long. It's kind of wonky, but it works. So I'm not really finding it. If you can see how beat up this is, this has been here for like a year and a half. This is brand new. That's the difference. And that's, again, that's 3-prong, which I bought the wrong one for this one, but for the sake of the video, I made it. Alright, let's test this out. Let's plug you in here. And I gotta find something to plug this thing into. So let's get something real quick. Alright, so I got my wife's old Qi hair dryer. Works. Done. Now I have a not too long, not too short extension cord that I can use for miscellaneous little things I need to do. Cool beans. Thank you for watching. Peace. Love you. Jesus, 2 man.